All right, so morning, everyone. Today we are going to talk about our 2024 landmark Bootcamp topic number 9, prepare offer for assignment by using Webforms. So that is a very interesting topic. Lots of people, they feel very complicated for the assignment itself. So today we're trying to use a very simple explain to let everybody know how to prepare the offer by assignment. Okay, let's start. So as a buyer agent, we can easily to find some assignment sale if the resale market is really hot. And maybe the first one, I take 3 to 5 minutes, see how to find the assignment sale. One way you can find from the Toronto MLS, that is not 100%, but at least we can find some listing from Toronto MLS. You see, we find some, let's say some residential condo assignment sale. We go to search, we go to condo, and then we go all the way, scroll down at additional field. We put remark. There's 2 remark. One is called client remark. The next one, we put the broker remark, brokerage remark. So we add client and the brokerage remark. And we see client remark, we include ASSI assignment, ASSIGNMENT assignment. So if I include assignment in the client remark, you see there's a last result. So let's see, we want to find a property in the Toronto, in the C01. That's very hot area. We have a 21 assignment sale. We click a result. Whatever any listing, I quickly go check. This is assignment sale. So you can use this way to search assignment sale by remark, client remark, or broker remark. So that is the first one. It's really easy to find out. The second one, you can go to our office website, HomeLife.com, and we have a listing. Under listing, you will see assignment or exclusive. So this assignment or exclusive, you will find out more assignment sales. Okay, so that is where we can find the assignment sale. And today we are focused on very important is how to prepare the offer. So most of the assignment sale is not MLS listing. So we may prepare the offer by no MLS number. Anyway, so as a buyer agent, usually if we want to prepare the offer for the assignment sale, we need to ask listing agent a few things. We need to ask. The first one is original purchase price. Because if we don't know the original purchase price, we cannot do anything. The second one, we have to ask what is original deposit. And is there any deposit not paid yet? All the deposits already paid out. So that's the second very important thing. The third important is any upgrade. If the upgrade, how much? And pay or not pay. The reason is sometimes the upgrade, when the purchaser, when the buyer buy the pre-construction, the decoration center will ask them to pay directly. But if the upgrade amount is have enough, like more than 20,000, or they have a certain amount, you can put that amount in the purchase price. That means you can do mortgage. So that is a little bit different. Most of people, they have an upgrade, but a lot of people, they don't use upgrade. Next one, is there any incentive credit from the builder? Because when some buyer buy the property, buy the pre-con, and some builder, they may have an incentive, like 10,000 upgrade, 10,000 upgrade, credit all. Okay, so I want to mention one thing is please feel free to put your question in the chat box, any question if you have, because if you don't put, we'll forget. And after we finish the training, we are going to come back for the question. And okay, so next one, is there any incentive? Can data will be transferred to the assignee? You know, sometimes the incentive is really good, closing credit, maybe the upgrade credit, but some builder may not allow this transfer to assignee. So you have to double check. And the next one, is there any builder they have a cap development charge? That means levies. Yeah, that's very important because in the past recent few years, the city, they raised huge amount for the developmental charge. So you have to make sure they have any cap. And also, if the cap for the assignment is still allowed for the new assigner, for the assignee, sorry, is that allow the assignee, that means the buyer, to use this capital levy. The last one, and when the assigner, they want profit, that's one of the core key question. Most of the assignment sale fail because the reason is the profit. The assigner, seller, they want profit as soon as possible. The assignee, buyer, they don't want to pay the profit as early as possible because based on the lawyer's suggestion, they need to hold that at the last minute, maybe final closing. So number 6 is really, really important. If from the beginning you talk to listing agent, the listing agent said the seller, they want the profit on the assignment closing. But your buyer said, no, I'm not going to give that because I need to get a profit from the mortgage. We need a finance. So the mean is you may not able to make this deal done. All right, so that is a very important key point. You have to ask a listing agent before you prepare the offer. Or there's a very easy way. We ask a listing agent, please provide us one copy of the agreement purchase sale. Because some listing agent will say, no, that's my assigner, the seller's personal contract with the builder. I don't want to disclose it to anyone. So tell listing agent, if you can provide the first page of the APS will be great. If there's any incentive, like, SIN number and the address, phone number, date of birth, just make it, cover it. Don't show to my client. So that is one of the, one of the APS I wasn't purchased before because I want to use this as a sample, how to prepare the assignment. And there's a information incentive, there's a very sensitive information, so I will cover it. And where I will show how much the original purchase price, what is the unit, and what is the address. Because most of the pre-con, they don't have address, city address yet. They only have the project name. They only have a lot, maybe a plan number, and how much the deposit. So that's a good enough. And if you have a chance, read through all the document. The APS may be 50 pages. Usually the APS, builder's APS, will give to the buyer once offer accept, because the buyer's lawyer need to review it. So as we know, we find out the address is lot 87, level 1, and we don't have a city address. So we just put Canyon Hill 2, and that is the address. Original purchase price 1.69. And the deposit we put is already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's already 10,000 deposit, 100,000 deposit is already paid to the builder. Okay, so based on that information, we can quickly go check, is there any, like, if I'm the listing agent, I will rather give the first page. I will rather give the, for assignment clause, because here I just quickly find out the assignment clause. They have a very few information schedule that is for the special assignment clause here. You have to meet, like, first is the assignment fee, and then when you should do assignment. Yeah, most of the builder, they will ask 100% sold out, you can do the assignment. Some builder maybe are not allowed assignment and maybe 2 or 3 months before the occupancy. Different builder, they have a different different regulation, but however, you can check from the APS. So now we are as a buyer agent, we get all of those information. That's good enough. Let's start the offer. Now I'm going to Toronto MLS because this is not MLS listing. Remember, most of the assignment, the builder is not allowed to put on the MLS. Maybe I find this assignment from the social media, from the office website, from anyone from office colleague. So now I'm going to prepare the offer for this assignment. Let's go to Matrix. We use the web form. So when you go to Matrix, I will quickly go tools, and then I will see web form right here, web form. And from the web form, I will create a transaction. From the transaction name, because we don't have an address yet, so maybe I will put the address lot 87 level 1. So I will go here, the name, lot 87 level 1. Canyon, Canyon Hill, Canyon, Canyon. Okay, so that is what I know so far, because they don't have a city mailing address yet. I will put it. This is lot number and the project number. And next, I will select the template. The template, I will quickly go, because this is the Potl, like most of the chance they are condo town, and they still belong to a Potl, but it's a little bit different. However, so I will use, if there's any like a condo apartment, I will use a condo assignment 002 condo assignment offer to purchase. So actually there's not too much different for freehold assignment or condo assignment, but the freehold assignment is much more difficult with condo, because the builder, they may not allow. Anyways, I will use the condo assignment as a sample to prepare the offer. Condo, townhouse assignment, select. After you select the first one, second one, because this is not MLS listing, don't touch anything. We have some agent continue click. If you click select, you are not allowed to create the transaction. Remember, name, template, that's it. And I create. When I create, same thing, I will go the forms on the right. From the forms, so we have a agency agreement like A10, and also we need to add record info guide. Record info guide, the last one. And drag, hop. Okay, so the first, second, and the third one, I'm not going to spend the time here, because yesterday, the day before yesterday, and the last 3 course, we already talked about the freehold, condo, and the Potl. So if you want to know how to prepare this, how to fill the form, how to get the authentic sign, you can check the previous video. And also, this Monday, we did the training for the agency. form. So you can come back and check that video as well. So let's go to the form. First one, assignment of agreement purchase sale. I will skip to summary because that is also important form, but I'm not going to waste the time because too much information here today. First, we go assignment form. And the same thing, today's date, very important. Next one, assignee. Who is the buyer assignee? So I will put assignee as like a fake name, any name. Let's say, let's use a very fake name, John Smith. Anyway, if you have another buyer, Smith, you can put here. This is a fake name. And the assigner. So you have to double check from either from the listing agent, either you can check the first page of the APS, the listing agent sent it to you. So we know the purchaser, that means a assigner. So I will put here the purchaser's name. Okay, anyway, just for training purpose, I will put a fake name because the YouTube, they have a very, they are not allowed to put any personal information, personal address, because the previous video I have a Mandarin training, they delete my video because I disclosed some personal information. Even I used some like a fake name. Okay, anyway, so I will use the training purpose, just write down very, very fake information, name, just for training. Okay, next one for the locate. Usually this property address like 123 Main Street, but here we don't have any address yet. You see there's no address, city address, mailing address. So I'm going to use lot number and the plan project number. Lot 87, level 1. Okay, that's it. Someone says that allow. Yes, because we are only purchased the, the paper, the assigner, they want assign the APS to my assignee. So we are not the APS from the previous buyer. And the unit number, 87, level 1. And the plan number, we don't have a condominium, we don't have. You can either leave blank, either, just write down the to be designated. But usually we will leave blank. And the parking, so that you can find from the agreement purchase sale. If they have a parking, if they have a locker, you can write down there. If they don't have, you can write down 0 or none. So purchase price. Based on the APS, we have purchase price is, let's make a fake one. It's 1,169 and 900. So that means we have a 100,000 for the profit. And I will put 1,169,900. So that price is the assignment sale price. So it's not the original price. So the price is how much you want to buy this paper from the previous purchaser, how much you want to buy. Include the original deposit, include the profit. So we need to put how much the deposit for this assignment. So you need to know this is a different deposit from previous, the assigner put in the builder's deposit. That's totally different. This deposit is only for this agreement only. So we gave maybe 60,000 for. So that deposit we will pay to listing brokerage. So I will write down listing brokerage name. So that deposit paid to listing brokerage within 24 hours. And then we keep going. Irrevocable by assignee. Assignee, that means a buyer. And until 11 59. We give it maybe a little bit longer time, maybe tomorrow or Sunday, because sometimes, you know, some agent, they are new, or they are not familiar with an assignment sale. So I will give a little bit longer time, let them to read through the document, the offer. The next one, HST. So here, HST include in. Some people always get confused. So they said, oh, this is a new pre-con, why HST, how can I deal the HST? So based on the 1.169, that's the amount. We're not going to pay any extra money for the HST because this purchase price, we are going to include HST already. For the original purchase price, the builder, they may have a two tax issue. One is for the HST, another one for HST rebate. So I know this may get a little complicated, may get confused to you, but anyway, we are going to talk about it later on. HST for this APS is included in. We keep going for the second, for the page 5. So nothing to do within the those pages. We go Schedule A. So Schedule A, we get a very, very complicated. There's some last clause conditions more than the like 3 or 4 pages more than the regular agreement purchase sale. Okay, so first one, we go one by one. There's a total 28, I believe. Yeah, 26 clause. So we go start from the first one. First one, purchase agreement purchase sale and the date. So we can find those date from the APS. You know, why we ask a leasing agent provide the APS. So that means we can find all the information. So if they are not provide, you may ask a leasing agent, you know, you may ask a leasing agent those information and also the original purchase price and date. So after I check, I found original purchase price is made by May 19. So that is a real APS I'm purchased before. So that's why I can bring out to share everyone as a sample. And the vendor, that means the builder for this project. We are going developer. Actually, it's the developer. It's not a builder. It's a developer. It's called ABC DEVELOP Developments Ltd. Okay, so that is the vendor. And with how many parking? Let's see, we check the APS. We asked the agent, they said that there's one parking and one locker, whatever the information, we just to check, because if they have one parking, they have one parking. If they don't have a parking, even you write down one parking, the seller cannot, assigner cannot give you a parking. So we have to double check, making sure the information is accurate. Next one, as of the date, APS and the assigner, how much they paid the deposit. We come back, we see they paid the deposit is right here. It's a $100,000 deposit. So we go back and the deposit 100,000. And how much upgrade? Upgrade. So if you check with the leasing agent, they may told you the assigner, they paid $0 for upgrade. They just use everything is a standard. And additional is elimination that amount for the balance of original purchase price. The next amount is the original purchase price minus deposit. So let's see, we have original purchase price 1.069 and 900, 1.069 06 and 900 minus 100,000. That means we do the quick calculation. The balance is, that balance is for the mortgage, is 969,900, 969 and 900. So that amount is original purchase price minus original deposit. That means on the final closing day, the builder will base on this amount to do the finance, to do the final balance, because the finance usually based on the buyer, how much the down payment. So that is the number 969, 900, the builder and the assignee on the final closing is the balance. And the next one, agreement purchase sale complete. So that is the closing date. Most of the people, if you do the resale, we check the first page, resale like a 100, 101, freehold or condo. You see on the first page, they have a completion date. So for this assignment, we check every clause. We cannot find completion date. So that's a little bit aware. If they don't have a preprint completion date, how we are going to deal with the completion date? So we have to manually put Schedule A clause 3. This assignment should be complete. That means the closing date on. Now it's already February. So maybe I will give, let's say, maybe give 1 or 2 months. I will make 2024. Yeah, 2024. 2024. Let's say 2024. And that closing date we have to do is the same.
Hello.
Hey.
You get a lot of students.
Let's start. We are almost finished.
Finished?
Yeah.
Okay.
2024, March, maybe 29. I check the calendar. It's March 29. March 29. Okay, so that is assignment completion date. And we are just a start. So I know someone come late. So this is assignment offer. We go Schedule A. For the other information is already clear, but the Schedule A is a little bit complicated. We go Schedule A, that's straightforward. You know, when this APS made from the builder, we check from the agreement. You know, agreement, they have a date, signing date. They made on May 19, 2019. And also how much the upgrade and what is the builder's name, the vendor, a developer. We put the developer name and how much the upgrade we found out is 0. And how many parking, how many locker. So we found out there's 1 parking, 1 locker. So anyway, we keep going. Number 2 is what is original deposit. That means assigner made the deposit original paid to builder. Let's check the agreement purchase sale. We see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deposit. Every deposit will be 20,000. That means 100,000. So we write down 100,000 paid to the developer. That's deposit. And how much the balance? So original purchase price minus deposit will be balance. The builder developer will close to the final buyer on final closing date. So that is lawyer will do the adjustment based on this number. And the next one, number 3, assignment closing date. So there's no preprint clause for the assignment closing date in the APS. So that's why we have to manually put assignment closing date. So that date cannot be Saturday, Sunday, and the holiday. Because usually the most of the case assignment still need a lawyer to do the closing. So we need to put the working banking days. And the next one is deposit. for the, carry on, we cannot do anything, just leave it. The next one, assigner agree to us, that is still standard. We don't do anything. Number 6, number 7. Number 7, we have to check that this is a condition, the vendor's consent condition. Vendor's consent, that means the builder consent. That means the development consent. It's the same thing. So we check with agreement purchase sale is conditioned upon the seller obtain at his own expense the vendor's writing consent. So the condition is the seller's condition. They need, once the offer accept, they need obtain the builder's consent. And they said the paragraph, because we checked the previous APS, we cannot find assignment clause. But however, we find that there is a schedule Z is for the assignment clause in the schedule Z. So we will put here the paragraph, we change it to SCHDUL schedule Z of the purchase agreement. And no later than, okay, so here's a little bit of trick. This, usually we put 5 banking days. We put 5 banking days, but some FIVE. So maybe some people will say 5 banking days is too rush. So what we can do? So you see this is 5 banking days based on all the conditions they waived. That means they have finance, they have lawyers review. If all the conditions waived, and then the assigner will ask for the builder's consent. 5 banking days after date satisfaction of the waive all assignees condition. That means whatever assignee, they have a condition, they waive it, and then start builder or vendor's consent. So that is very, very important. You have to read carefully. And vendor consent, builder consent condition, assignee fees. Assignee fees is really, pretty standard. And we are going to leave it. And the next one, we go the next page. Number 9, everything is straightforward. That is the assignee should pay whatever the fees. So number 10 is a condition, assigner's condition. Right now we have 2 conditions from assigner. This condition for assigner is a lawyer's approval. Yeah, based on, usually you can base on the situation to see if you want to put this condition or not. But anyway, to be fair to both parties, we put assigner condition, lawyer review, assignee's lawyer review. So that is 5 banking days they have to review. And the next one is a finance condition for assignee. So we have right now have 1 condition assignee, 2 condition assignee finance. And the next one, PDI. PDI, pre-delivery inspection. Usually, if the property is already done the PDI, the assignee, you have to accept. If the PDI is not done, but before the assignment closing day, so that means assignee and assigner should cooperate together to do the PDI. And if the PDI is after assignment closing, so the assignee will do PDI by he or herself. The assigner will not going to do anything because it's already assignment closing. So number 14, okay, that's number 14 is also very important. We go number 14, there's a total 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6th clause for number 14 is really important. And the first one, let's quickly go. If there's anything needed, write down something, I will go that one. Assignee agree to pay upon acceptance by certified check bank draft amount. This is deposit. Remember the first page? The first page, we write down the offer accept for this assignment. Deposit will be 60,000. So that is for the assignment deposit, 60,000. The next one is on the assignment completion date, provide that a vendor consent to this assignment. The assignee should pay assignment represent the original deposit. So if we see the original deposit, that means from the assigner paid to the builder. So we know the original deposit is 100,000, 1000. That's original deposit, 100,000. And the next one, assignee covenant to pay the additional amount. That additional amount is the balance, original deposit minus original purchase price minus original deposit. That means 9, 6, 9, and 900. So we already have that one in the last page. And the next one is number F. Number F is really tricky part. Lots of the agent fail because the deal fail is because this part. So this is set on the final closing day. The assignee should be forward the service check the bank draft in amount payable to assigner. Or at the assigner should be directly represent the balance of the assigner's profit. So the assigner's profit is our summon purchase price minus original purchase price. So if the assigner said, I need original deposit, I need profit on the assignment closing day. So we have to change some wording. If not, so we don't need to change. But however, I will make a change because in this scenario, the assignee agree to pay original purchase price, original deposit plus profit on the assignment closing day. So I will change on assignment closing day. It's not the title transfer date. Assignee should forward. That is the profit. The profit we after we did the calculation is 100,000 paid to assigner. So that is number F. And we keep going to, there still have 2 more pages. Assignee confident to agree to pay the, that is the position for the interim closing. You see there to explain the interim closing. For most of the condo, they have an interim closing. They have 2 closing dates. One is interim. Interim, that means occupancy date. So if we know, we put the date. If we don't know, leave blank. And also the occupancy fee, when they should start. Occupancy payment, that means the buyer, they take the possession, they get a key. After they finish PDI, they get a key, and they pay to builder for the like a rent. They pay the rent fees. It's not called rent, it's called occupancy fee. Include the tax, include the maintenance fee, include the mortgage from the builder. They will divide for this unit portion. Actually, that is called occupancy fee. Not started yet. Mortgage will start on final closing. So for the interim close, they only can take a position, but they are not get a title. So if we know, we put the information. If we don't know, we leave blank for 15. So keep going. All of those is pretty standard clause. We don't need to put anything there, but it's also there's a how protect buyer, assignee, and the seller. So we keep going all the way for the last page. Assignee should provide the creation assignee lower. Okay, so non-resident. Okay, that is also standard. Number 25. 25 is for the development charge or levy. If for previous APS, they have a capped levy. Let's say usually for maybe a two bedroom, maybe they will cap, I think maybe they will cap 25,000. Let's say 25, just for any number, like training only. Maybe they are more or they are less. But if they have a 25 levy capped, that means we put it here, making sure they are able to transfer to the assignee. And on the closing, final closing, if the development charge, maybe let's say it's 1,800, that means the builder is not going to do anything. If there's a 26,000, that means the builder have to pay 1,000 for extra. The cap, that means it only go for that amount. Okay, so that is all for the clause. And the last page, Schedule B. This Schedule B is a little bit different with resale. The resale Schedule B is for listing brokerage. They have bearing interest to explain bearing interest. For this Schedule B is a number, is the calculation. So first, number one is for the assignment purchase price. So we go, assignment purchase price is 1169 and 900. And the original price 1069 and 900. And the deposit, original deposit is 100,000. And the next one is the space. Lots of people, they just leave blank. So that is, we have to know when you know the deposit, when number 3, the deposit will give it to from the assignee to assigner. So like this scenario, on the assignment closing, we will give everything like a deposit and also the profit to assigner. That means on the assignment closing, we will finish everything. So that is, we copy or write down upon the first one. You see the first paragraph. Upon acceptance of this is assignment and the receive of okay, so that is the first paragraph, and we just copy, we just put everything there. That means on the final closing, no, on the assignment closing, we will give everything. So number 4 is number 3 plus number 1 minus number 2. That means the profit is 100,000. The deposit, original deposit is 100,000. So we put 200,000. 200,000 minus assignment deposit. That means 140. On final closing, we give 140. So that is all for the assignment offer. It's really confused. I know lots of people just sitting there, they confuse all the numbers. But actually, maybe we can quickly go for this one more time to make sure everybody understand clearly. So number 1 for Schedule B is only do the calculation, and 1 is the purchase price for assignment. That means what is the price assigner will buy from the assignee buy from assigner. So the next one, number 2, is original purchase price. Number 3 is original deposit. Number 4 is based on this space. We will give everything to the assigner on assignment closing. So we put number 4, original deposit plus the profit. So there's 200,000. We have to minus deposit paid from this assignment, 60,000. That means 140. So that is a number we will come out. And yeah, that's it. So looks like a very complicated, but if you can take at least maybe 30 minutes to 45 minutes, I think you are able to finish assignment offer by yourself. So before you prepare the offer, we want to make sure you get all the information, original purchase price and the date, what is original deposit, and is there any remaining? Remaining is very important because some builder, they will pay the last 5% deposit on occupancy. So any upgrade, how much, if they paid or not paid. So if they paid upgrade, from this training purpose, we are not going to put the upgrade, we put a 0. If we have any upgrade, we may add that amount. And is there any incentive from builder? Because for this transaction purpose, we don't have any. And the builder have a capped levy. Yes, we found out there's a 25,000. And when the assigner want to profit, we find that this training purpose is on assignment closing. Okay, so that's very complicated, but I hope you can take a little bit of time to make everything clear. You have to understand the concept. Okay, so now we are not going to take too much for today's training. I will stop here. And if you have any question, maybe I will discuss with someone in the Zoom or someone in person training in the office.